Hello and welcome back to another episode of Van Life with Daniel. Today we're not really going to be living in the van. We're going to be doing a deep clean here because I'm at my brother's house currently. The van is just kind of a mess. There's stuff everywhere and it could really use a clean. I have been traveling in the van for just about 7 months now, and I've cleaned the van a couple times, but this is the first time that I'm really just going to be clearing out the whole van, washing all my clothes, bed sheets, cleaning the floors, wiping everything down. And also, if you guys have watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that my sink is not working right now, so I'm gonna try to get that fixed today as well. It is a pretty warm day today in the Antelope Valley of northern Los Angeles County. We've got a lot of stuff to clean up. Got a couple bags of recycling in here that need to be taken in the house. Trash, more trash. So it is currently 82 degrees inside the van, which is actually not that bad, and it's 94 outside, which is also not that bad considering it's the beginning of July, but it's supposed to have a breeze a little bit later today, so hopefully that'll help. I got some clothes going in the washing machine right now, and 2 bags of recycling here that I need to get rid of. The only thing is that I had this bag of recycling hanging on my passenger seat, and that's normally where I put my trash bag. So out of habit, I also threw trash in here too. I have way too many shoes in the van. I don't know, just because I like shoes. But these need to be organized. Okay, I gotta close that door because it is just baking this side of the van, and I don't know, it's just making it hotter in here. Got the fan going, got the back 2 doors open. I've got my window shade on and got both the front windows cracked, and it's not too bad, like actually inside the van. Actually the temperature is saying it's 92 in here now. It's 95 outside. I'm not really sure what to do next because I do want to clean the floor, but I'm going to be in and out of here a bunch, so I don't want to get it dirty. As you can see, it's kind of messy in here, so I should probably clean out the trunk space as well. My little electronics drawer is a mess, so this could use some organization. I guess this is going to be like a deep clean and organization of my stuff, because I've been on the road, I already mentioned this, just about 7 months now, and haven't really done a full deep clean. In 2 days it'll be exactly 7 months on July the 10th. I don't think I showed this to you guys, but I picked this up, I think I was somewhere in Sacramento, and I found this little 616 Brownie camera from, I think, like the early 1900s. I don't know when exactly, and it even came with the little instruction booklet. In case you guys did not know, I really like cameras. I figured this could be like a decoration piece, maybe not in the van necessarily, but I thought it was really cool. Yeah, a little piece of history there for you. Alright, so got the drawer all vacuumed out with my little portable vacuum cleaner. This is my DC charger. I still haven't used these like cigarette port things. Like I haven't gotten anything to plug in there. I probably should, because then I could charge more things at the same time. But we're gonna fit all this stuff right here back inside there, but it's gonna be neat this time. Alright, I suppose it doesn't look that much cleaner, but it is a little bit more organized, and I guess things move around when the van moves, but you know, still got a lot of loose wires in here and stuff, but at least I know everything that's in here. I know where it is, and that's all that matters. It's not that messy, is it? This is everything out of the garage space underneath my bed in the van. As you can see, I have a million pairs of shoes. There's more shoes over there. Snowboard boots, climbing shoes, hiking shoes, snow boots and stuff. I have too much, and there's actually still a couple pairs still inside the van even, but it actually looks like not that much stuff once I pull it out. But I'm also running the Webasto heater in like vent mode, so it's just circulating air through, which can sometimes actually feel pretty nice. And according to the instructions, you're supposed to kind of run it every 2 months, like just to make sure it's still working. The air feels kind of cool. It's not an AC unit, it's just blowing in outside air. And I've also plugged in my microwave here to the outlet, and I'm gonna test it, because for those of you that don't know, I've had this microwave for a little while, and it's been in the van the whole time with me, but I never use it because the inverter won't power it anymore. It used to work. Nothing really changed other than me changing out the van's like main house battery. That's the only thing that changed. I've got the inverter on here, and then I've also got the solar charge controller, and we are getting about 275 watts, 18.9 amps at 12 volts. I'm just gonna click that, and as you can see, it still doesn't work. So this guy might just stay at my brother's house, or I'm gonna donate it or something, because I don't know, it's kind of wasting space in my trunk that could be used for something else. I don't even use it, which is unfortunate. I need to figure out what's wrong with my electrical system, but it's not that important right now. I just wanted to run a test on it just to see if anything would change now that it's not cold anymore. I kind of have a little bit of a breeze now, so it doesn't feel as hot, and the sun is not directly overhead, but it is so bright out today. But I'm gonna take a break from cleaning right now. I haven't vacuumed the floor yet. I think that's kind of the last thing I'll do, honestly. I need to go pick up some propane because I can't cook at all without it. First, I want a cold Gatorade. I went to the grocery store the other day, Trader Joe's and Walmart. So we got a full refrigerator. Ooh, oh man, it is still so hot in here. This is exactly why I'm staying in California for the summer. Well, the only reason I'm up here is because, well, I can stay at my brother's place sometimes. But other than that, I'm pretty much gonna be staying down by the beaches most of the time, just because it is way too hot everywhere else. Ah, that's good. Not my favorite flavor, but it's just so hot. Anything cold is refreshing right now. All right, let's drive on over to the Lowe's so you can swap out the propane tank. if you can see them, but I got some RV buddies behind me. So just gotta unhook this guy and go turn her in for a new one. That's gonna take forever. Do it by hand yet? There we go. Nice. Alrighty, well, I went inside and they told me that they're all out, so I'm gonna go check. They said Tractor Supply should have. We'll go check them out now. I wasn't expecting them to not have any. Okay, well I just stopped at the 7-Eleven over here. You're not really going to be able to see it, but they are also out of propane. And now it's kind of making sense to me too, because they are probably out from 4th of July, I'm just assuming, but I guess we'll just head to Tractor Supply, because they're not going to exchange it. They'll do an actual refill of the same tank, so hopefully this guy is still in good enough condition to refill. Oh my god. Okay, so Tractor Supply says they do fill propane, which I already knew, but their machine's broken. I'm gonna check 2 more places, 2 other gas stations, and if they don't have propane, I'm going back to my brother's house to deal with it later. Well, 4th time's the charm, I guess. That's not really how the saying goes, but I'm at the Dragon Garden now, and I think I deserve some food. We got ourselves a nice big combo for, with tip, $15. It's not bad. A little bit of lore, I guess, behind the Dragon Garden. Kind of. I mean, just because it's kind of like a local small chain of Chinese fast food restaurants that I used to go to all the time. My mom really likes them too, especially the shrimp fried rice. But there was one in the area, so I figured why not. And it's cheap, and most of the time it's really good. Now, before anyone in the comments wants to say, why are you buying food? I thought you don't have a job, you're unemployed, you shouldn't be eating out. For one, just because I'm unemployed doesn't mean I can't afford food. And 2, because remember, I was living in a van for, well, it's been 7 months now, 6 months with my job, and that allowed me to save up money. 2, 3, I'm not sure which number, but I do have a job now. It's a temporary position, but it's kind of going to be indefinite, and the main thing is that it is remote. It is paying $5 an hour less than what I was making at my job before, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is 40 hours a week. It's money. I'm not trying to complain here, but I accepted the job, and I'm supposed to start this coming Monday. It's Monday today, so in a week from now, I'll be starting my new job. So yes, I can afford this food. Sorry for the rant. I just felt like I needed to say that. And I'm starving. Alrighty, well, before going home, I decided to take a trip to the library here. Sorry for the dirty windshield. And I think the Chinese food will be fine, especially because it's going to be kept warm by Mr. Sun there. I'm coming to the library to get some video uploading done, because my brother has no internet at his house. And the Wi-Fi here is really quick, so it should maybe take like 10-15 minutes. Alright, well, I'm back at my brother's place now, and got my video uploaded and all that. It took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but look at this cute cat. Hi, princess. What? I know you want food. What? You are so cute. You like head scratches, huh? Yes. I know what you want. You're hungry, huh? Eat your food. Good girl. You're so hungry. You're so hungry. Alright, it's finally time to eat. Oh, I'm starving. And yeah, I'm eating in the van, I know, even though I'm parked in front of my brother's house, but they're hanging out inside, so I don't want to bother them with my filming right now. Check this out. Oh yeah. I got just a regular chow mein and fried rice. I got orange chicken, beef broccoli, and then I got this stuff, which is coconut shrimp. Hopefully these are good. Yeah, these are good. Because sometimes the coconut shrimp can be kind of hit or miss, just depending on how old it is. These are still good. Oh, it's been so long since I've had Dragon Garden. So, I'm going to take a break here to eat my food, and then I'm going to continue cleaning, because one of the major things I need to clean is my fridge, because it's kind of nasty and it doesn't smell amazing.
What's the point of a mosquito? Why do they exist? Is there any benefit to them? But like genuinely, are they like a necessary part of the ecosystem in some way? Or can we just like take them out? Because if we can, why are they biting into my pants?
Alright, well, I probably took a little bit too long eating, and I didn't even finish my food, so that means that I have leftovers. One of the great things about, you know, getting Chinese food of any kind, because they always, like, the portions are usually really large, so it can last me a couple meals, at least 2, sometimes more. I'm just gonna hook up this propane tank in here. It's definitely a full one. Then I'm gonna get to cleaning my fridge. Somebody wants attention. What? I fed you already. Come here. Come here, princess. Okay, you want to lay down. Well, the nice thing is it's a lot cooler now because, well, the sun's practically setting and it's over in that direction. And actually having a really nice sunset right now. It's kind of off there in the distance, but we have really nice sunsets here in the Antelope Valley. Always have. What, princess? Psst, psst, psst. What you doing, gato? Alright, well, now that the propane situation is taken care of, 2 things real quick. So, from last week's video in Ventura, you'll know that I broke my main phone, which is this one. It's in much worse condition now. Not because I dropped it, but because I ripped up the back to try to get it to dry out from when it fell in the ocean, or when my hand went in the ocean with my phone in my hand. Guess what? It works again. But I'm still currently using my old iPhone as my main phone now. I'm like getting used to it actually. But if this phone continues to work flawlessly, I'll probably just switch it back over. So I wanted to let you guys know about that because I was kind of going crazy when I broke my phone. And 2, earlier in the video, I said it was Monday, it's actually Tuesday. I'm getting my days mixed up. And now it is time for the main event of cleaning, which is going to be my refrigerator. Now you guys can't smell, obviously, and I actually can't smell that well either, but it does kind of not smell that great in there. I don't know what it is, but we're about to find out together. Okay, so I closed up the van now because it's dark outside and the lights were attracting mosquitoes. Took out everything out of the fridge side. You can probably see that, but it's like wet all over the bottom of this thing. And like, I know partially it's because of, for whatever reason, like the freezer side is causing, I don't know, condensation, and then it freezes here. So yeah, that's gonna cause water. There's also some like nasty stuff in here. And like, it doesn't smell terrible. Like, it doesn't make the van stink. Everything that's on the bottom, like when I take it out, you know, I don't know if you can see that, but like all of this stuff is like wet on the bottom, and that's why I put it all on the stovetop glass and not on my wood countertop. So I gotta like dry out all this stuff, and unfortunately I'm out of paper towels, which sucks. Luckily, I've been stocking up on tons and tons and tons of napkins, so we're gonna finally be putting all these to use. Ew. Gross. I'm like thinking to myself now, I don't know if you could see me, hello? Kind of. Like, it does smell a little bit, but I don't know, it's actually not that bad, but at the same time I also really don't trust my nose because my smell is pretty poor. I mean, there's definitely some stuff in here that's like a little gross, but I feel like it actually is mostly condensation. There's not anything that was leaking. I checked all the containers and stuff, so I feel like I just need to clean it up. I'll probably just use some disinfecting wipes. I don't think there's anything I can do about the condensation in here just because I'm using the other compartment as a freezer. I found two things that, like, these aren't leaking, but they're old. This is like some hoisin sauce from like 2.5 years ago. So this is going in the trash. And then I've got this pesto sauce, which was from, I don't know, back in the winter, around January, February, when I was still in Colorado, and I bought it for making my pizza. I mean, it's pretty old now, so I'm gonna throw those two away. All this stuff I got wiped down and everything. I wiped the bottom down, made sure it's clean, and none of them really smell. So I feel like it's just the condensation mixed with a tiny bit of, I don't know what, but got my disinfecting wipes here, so I'm gonna wipe it down the inside and then just throw everything back inside and call it a day. All right, well, the refrigerator's all cleaned and packed back up, and I don't think it smells anymore. I hope. But it's cleaner than it was, and I got all that whatever juice condensation mixed with I don't know what out of there. And I know I said we were gonna also try to take a look at the sink issue, and we are. I was actually supposed to try to go to Joshua Tree National Park tomorrow, but I'm thinking we should probably really just completely finish cleaning up the van. I'm gonna take a look at this tomorrow. I've actually got a dash cam, finally, sitting in that box right there, and gonna install that tomorrow. Still gotta vacuum the floor and stuff, so there's a little bit more that has to be done, and honestly I'm pretty tired, so we're just gonna pick this up tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys then. Good night. Okay, so it's the next day now, and I've waited till it's cooler outside because the sun's over on that side of the house. It's still kind of warm, like it is 92 degrees outside, but I'm not directly in the sun, and neither is the van, so it's gonna start cooling down. But it is time to take a look at my water pump issue. The water pump is not inside here under the sink, it's actually on the other side of this wall here, but the main reason it doesn't work is just because air keeps getting into the water lines. I'm gonna unstrap my gray water tank here. This water is probably very disgusting. But as you can see, this water line here, it's way too long and it doesn't need to be, so I'm going to cut that and then see if I can get the air out of the line as well. and then it should work. I've got my trash can here. I'm gonna use that to put the hose in so that I don't get a lot of water everywhere. And the trash can could use a rinse anyway, so. Okay, so now that we got that shortened, this is the pump switch right here. And you might be able to hear that. Oh, wait a minute. I think it might be working. Yes, I have a ton of slightly used paper towels in here, okay? I don't like to waste. So I eventually end up using these to like clean stuff, like the floor or the inside of the sink or whatever. But I guess it should be working now. Oh, here we go. Oh. It was too good to be true. So that's the pump right there. And I think there might be a couple other air bubbles, like where it connects to the water tank behind that piece of wood. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is actually fill up the van's water tank, because I haven't done that in a very long time. I've got my water filter here connected onto the black hose that goes to the house, and then this is my hose that I keep in the van for filling up. And then I've already got it connected in here, and you can see our water level right now, so we are pretty low on water.
Alright guys, so the water works now, and he's gonna tell you that it works because he like fixed it and everything.
He literally
but
did
in
not do
reality,
anything. He just came out here and it started working, and he's
in reality, I walked inside my garage and I came out here, lo and behold, it works. And I'd say that I contributed about 90% of the work. That's what it is. When I come outside, things just get fixed, things just get done, you know, because that's the type of person I am. So if you guys want me to explain the whole system to you, I definitely can, because I built the entire thing in my brain.
Oh, that's why it sucks.
No, it was a user error. So if you guys need me to fix anything for you, I could just show up, and I promise you it'll probably work. By the way, I don't know if he's ever told you, he like, look at him, right? See, everybody thinks he's like 6'2", but he's really like 5'8". So don't let them lie to you guys.
Well, after filling up the tank and running some of the air bubbles through, it seems that our faucet is working again. Yeah, the pump is kind of loud, but it works. Maybe sometime in the future we'll work on making it quieter, getting a quieter pump. I'm gonna disconnect my gray water tank because it could use a dump and a clean as well, so I'm gonna do that right now. Alrighty, well it is the next day now. I've got my stove all wiped down and clean. Same thing with the oven. And cleaned out my disgusting sink. I'll show you guys a little bit of what the two of these things look like prior to cleaning them. But they were pretty bad. Got the bed made. Packed my trunk space again, which is a lot more empty for some reason. I mean, my e-scooter is not inside right now, but pretty much everything else is. I just had it charging here inside the garage, and then my two Lego sets are outside because I don't need them. And this I'm probably just gonna be donating, honestly, or might just leave it with my brother, because as we tested the other day, it is still not working, unfortunately. The microwave works fine. It's just my inverter, for some reason, it just shuts off immediately as soon as I start the microwave, which is really annoying. But this means that I still have lots of room for new gear, for new hobbies. So this thing that I'm putting on the stove right now, this is just the piece of, I don't know, foam sheeting that it came with, and I just use it because if I don't, the glass here will rattle on top of the stove and it's very noisy and annoying. So it keeps it from getting damaged and from being very loud while driving. Got my clothes all washed, clean sheets, clean blankets, but I'm gonna worry about putting those away later. What I'm gonna do now is get to installing my new dash cam. This was actually sent to me as part of a collaboration project, but I'm not gonna be doing that today. I'm just gonna be installing it, so this is not sponsored in any way. And actually they sent me a hardwire kit for the dash cam, which I suppose I could hardwire it to my 12-volt electrical system over here, but I think that's going to be more work than I want to get into right now. So I think we'll just install the camera just to the cigarette charging port. All right, so for now I've got my reflective windshield cover on the outside of the windshield, just because even though it's not that hot outside yet, it's like 87 degrees and it's 10 a.m. in the morning. The windshield is still getting pretty hot. Didn't want to burn myself, but this should be a pretty easy installation, honestly. Just gonna wipe the area down a little bit, and then it's got this sticker on the back that I can just peel off and stick there. And it's got some extra ones too in case I screw this up. Try to get it right in the center as best as possible. That looks good enough. The main thing that's gonna be kind of a pain is trying to hide this wire. Alright, well, I think the wiring looks pretty good for the most part. So, camera's in, wire comes up here, through here, completely hidden behind this A-pillar here, and then I got it coming down, just down here by these cup holders on the dash, down here, and then it's plugged in right there. So, I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. It could be better, but I think for now, this will do just fine for me. I'm taking a little break to eat some breakfast now that got the dash cam installed. My only thing with that is I'm hoping that it can withstand heat because it's just going to be directly in the sunlight. And it gets hot out here. But I've got some sausage patties here, eggs. I broke the yolk on these because I didn't feel like dealing with the yolk. Strawberries, banana, of course, and my favorite chocolate milk. Oh, that's hot. Ooh. Well, it is officially the hottest time of the day right now. It's currently 101 degrees outside. It doesn't feel that bad in the van though. Thermostat inside the van is saying 101 degrees. But honestly, keeping the inside of the van at the same temperature as outside is not bad considering how hot it is and the sun is like beating directly down on the van. It's a good thing my van is not a darker color because otherwise it would be an oven in here. It is still hot obviously, but it's kind of bearable. It's actually not that bad. Or maybe I'm just getting used to the heat. That motor is sounding kind of weak for some reason. Hopefully it's not about to break, but we're about to drive somewhere, so turn that off. I can drive with the fan running, but I typically don't like to go too fast just in case the air resistance is too much. I don't know, and it damages it. But I'm pretty much done with everything I wanted to get done as far as cleaning the van goes. Now there is one thing I do want to start doing. I'm not exactly sure if I'm gonna get it done today. So that section right there of my countertop or whatever, you know, there's a big empty space here, and I have hinges for a fold-up countertop that is supposed to go there. I just did not end up doing it prior to leaving on my trip 7 months ago. So I'm gonna head to Home Depot and see about getting some wood. I'm not sure what kind of wood I want to get, or if I want to make it temporary or not, because the stuff I used for the countertops was butcher block, and I don't think I want to spend that kind of money right now. It's also very thick and difficult to cut. We'll see what we can find at Home Depot, and we can test out the dash cam. Of course. This is one thing that is really annoying about this van, is that it never wants to start unless the key is in this little pocket down here. Sometimes it works without it, but I don't know, it's really annoying. There we go. So it should just automatically start recording. I've been saying that I need a dash cam for a while, and I just didn't take the time to buy one, but I got one for free. So that's cool. All right, we're here at Home Depot. Let's see what kind of wood they got. Huh, well, it's looking like this is probably all I have to choose from. They don't really have anything nicer. Like, this stuff is, I don't want to use this, even if it's just temporary. This is where they've got countertops, but all they have is fake countertops. All right, well, I guess I'll probably have to order something, but I do have some wood scraps actually back at my brother's house, so I think we're just gonna use what we've got and make something temporary. Okay, so I've decided to come to Lowe's because it's on the way home, and we're gonna see if they have anything here. This is actually the exact stuff that I used for the van. It's 120 bucks, and like I said earlier, it's just, I don't know, it's a bit much just for some extra countertop space. Okay, so Lowe's didn't really have much either. I mean, like I showed you guys, they do have that, you know, same butcher block that I used for my countertops, but I don't really feel like spending $120 just for a little bit of extra counter space. And then there was also some like project panel, which I thought might look okay, but I don't know. It's like, I don't really feel like spending 20 bucks for some 2x3s glued together when I have some plywood back at the house. So yeah, I think we're just gonna do that for now until I feel like buying a more expensive piece of wood, because right now we don't really need to be spending that kind of money. Okay, so we're back at the house, and I'm actually thinking that this little countertop project might have to be saved for another day. These are the hinges, and I could have sworn that I had the hardware for them, but I don't. I thought they were with them, and they're not. This piece of wood is the one I was going to try to use. It is kind of beat up, but whatever. These two pieces of wood came from that piece of wood in there from when I replaced the other one that broke from when I exploded my water tank, basically. These are like 15 3/4 inches long. This is like 15 1/4. So the hinge will go like 1/2 inch over, which is not ideal. And so this is what it looks like open. So it's supposed to go like right here. And I actually want the countertop on top to go like 3 inches over. So it should be 18 inches, which is the size that I actually want it to be. I don't know, because I don't have the hardware, and I feel like this video has also gone on long enough, and I have other stuff to do. Hi, Princess. What? Yeah, I know you want more food, you're hungry. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Van Life with Daniel, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.